How rockin' is that song? I mean, whoever wrote it or sang it, they're full of Mentos. They are just high on life.
You almost killed me.
Watch out. They'll choke ya.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to Journey to the Center of the Corn Dog. I'm Andrew, joined as always with my crispy, beautiful, luscious, crunchy corn dog of a wife, Amy. How's it going?
Of a wife.
Of a wife.
Going good, going good. I've been feeling great.
Yeah?
Yeah. Everything has been so good lately.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
You know why?
Tell me why.
Because I went and picked up
You picked yourself
I
up?
picked up myself and I bought myself some Mentos, the fresh maker.
Noise. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Do-wah. Okay, this is horrible.
You may know this about me. I love the Mentos jingle.
I do know this about you.
I love it.
As we have been married for a very long time now.
There's something about the Mentos jingle that's not only nostalgic, but it makes me feel like I could conquer the world.
That's great, because that's what they want you to do.
Know.
And that's what they want you to think. You have to remember, if you guys are listening, you have to remember that jingle.
It's iconic. Can you play it for it?
Yeah, I can pull it up.
We'll insert it right here if we don't.
Well, another thing too, while I bring up the music.
Yeah.
When was the last time that you tried a Mentos, the fresh maker?
Honestly, it's been a long time. But growing up, I loved the fruity Mentos.
Oh, those are bomb.
They're like candy. They're so good.
I should have picked those up.
Those are my favorite. I remember, like, as a young kid, anytime we went on a road trip and we would stop at the gas station to get gas before the trip started, and pretty much every time I would get fruity Mentos. They'd be like, you can get one thing, and I would get fruity Mentos.
Really?
So, like, I have memories of road trips tied to fruity Mentos.
Oh, they are really good. I haven't had that in a long time either.
Yeah.
I had a Mentos. The last time I had one was a couple years ago at work.
Mm-hmm.
One of the girls was like, "Here, you want one?" And I was just like, "Oh, sure."
You're like, Mentos.
Sure. And she handed it to me, and I was like, "Do do 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 do."
And then you just started working extra
Oh,
fast.
I was registering patients as fast as I possibly could. My frown went upside down.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so as I pull up the music, let's have one.
Well, now that I think, I remember this too about Mentos. I don't know if you had a similar experience. The way they're shaped is the perfect choking hazard.
Oh my gosh.
Like if you bite on them wrong, they can just shoot right down your throat.
I guess so.
Yeah. No, I mean.
What?
What? Oh,
What?
Anyway.
So, Mentos.
So pop me over one of them fresh makers.
Don't choke on it. Ready? Here, I'm
Amy,
going to throw it to you across the
okay.
table. Here you go. Ready? Catch.
Got it.
Oh.
Amy.
Yes.
You realize
What?
this is about to be our best podcast ever.
Why?
We're about to eat Mentos.
Oh, yeah. Well, yes.
If the commercials are true, we're about to pop one of these bad boys and forget Joe Rogan. Corn dogs are going to be on top.
Take us up to the 1%, baby. Ready? I'm going to play the song,
All
and
right.
we're going to experience the Mentos.
Hit me.
It doesn't matter what comes, fresh goes better in life. With Mentos fresh and full of life, nothing gets to you. Staying fresh, staying cool. With Mentos fresh and full of life, fresh goes better. Mentos freshness, fresh goes better with Mentos fresh and full of life.
Mentos, the fresh maker.
Holy crap.
You got a freeze frame at the end, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Freeze frame.
But, wow, they're good.
I know.
They're just as good as I remember. Woo.
How rockin' is that song? I mean, whoever wrote it or sang it, they're full of Mentos. They are just high on life.
You almost killed me.
Watch out. They'll choke you.
They don't make jingles anymore. Like the 80s was the pinnacle of jingles, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's that tone. They all had that similar musical tone, and then the voice. It's like the same dude went around recording every single jingle, and he had the perfect. It's a mix between like, I don't know I want to say power metal, but not really power metal, but it's just like this broadcasting, like something about his voice makes you want to buy the product.
Yeah. I definitely.
Do you remember that video I posted on Instagram a while ago? It was the cheese commercial.
Yes,
it sounds just like that.
It does sound like him. Yeah, explain to everybody. I can pull up the song too because it's amazing.
It was like a commercial for the Dairy Association of America, and it was basically trying to get people to eat more cheese. And it's amazing. It sounds stupid, but the jingle was freaking amazing. I'm allergic to cheese, and it made me want to eat cheese.
Yeah,
like
for real.
I was like, dang, I want to put some cheese on my hot dog.
I know.
On my corn dog. All right. Found it. Get ready, America. All you corn dogs out there, you're going to be slapping some cheese on your dog.
Hey, America, give that food a new attitude with natural cheese. Give it the flavor of a country fair. Give it the tang that brings your food some flair. Give American food a new attitude with cheese. Give it the kick of a bluegrass fest. Give it a chance to taste its best. Cheese adds life to the old recipes. Give American food a new attitude with cheese. Hey, America, give that food a new attitude.
I can't stop it.
I love it.
So good.
Ew, but they used the word tang, and that was weird.
What? How would you describe cheese?
Not tangy. I would never say
savory, I guess.
Yeah. Tangy just reminds me of Tang. Like, remember the
the drink they sent with the astronauts. But Amy,
yes,
you're writing a jingle. Your boss is, we got to get this cheese jingle out for the farmers of America, and if we don't by the end of the week, nobody's going to eat cheese anymore. You can't rhyme savory with anything.
That's true.
Tang is better.
True.
And the jingle's so good, nobody's even going to think about tang.
I agree. It is very good.
Oh, man.
I love how, okay, first of all, I love the tagline, give American food a new attitude with cheese. And American food is majority, like everything already has cheese on. I don't know.
I guess. I mean,
does American food even have attitude? Give American food a new attitude.
I guess it's weird to think,
with
but
cheese.
Maybe that commercial single-handedly, you think everything has cheese on it, but maybe it didn't until that came out. And then everybody just started slapping cheese on their casseroles, on their burgers.
Everybody was rocking out in their living rooms listening to that song.
Although the commercial, it puts like cheese on like a chicken drumstick. Would you ever do that?
No. No.
It shows like a bunch of chicken.
They also, yeah, that's kind of gross. I guess maybe if I was a kid, if you like cheese on everything, and I'm not a big fan of like the square, like American cheese.
American cheese.
Ugh, no thanks. But they also, another thing is it's a thing where they put it on pie. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they'll put it on like a cherry pie or something.
That sounds wrong.
It does.
Have you ever tried it?
No.
Would you?
Yes. Only if I had the option. Like if I was somewhere, if I wanted to just like have the experience. I take my desserts though very seriously.
I know, yeah, you're.
So if I was really craving dessert and I was only going to get one slice of cherry pie, I would be like, Hold the cheese, please.
Say you're at like a function of some kind, like you're at a baby shower, and there's just a buffet of desserts. And there's, one of the employees, we'll say this is a really fancy place.
Wow.
They're
for a baby shower.
You're at a baby shower at a country club.
Okay, all right.
Just don't question
Kim Kardashian's
you're at Kim Kardashian's baby
Sounds
shower.
Good. All right.
You're at the country club, and you walk up, and the person is like, "Would you like a piece of cherry pie, ma'am?" And you're like, "Sure." And then they just take out a big old piece of American cheese and slap it on top.
Yeah, I would try it.
And Kim's standing there, and if you don't eat it, she's going to be really mad.
Okay, first of all, strange. No.
No, I'm trying to make it a situation where you would do it.
No, I would. I don't have any problem doing that. I don't have a problem trying that. That's like the least of my worries. I just don't want to eat like bugs and stuff,
Well,
like
if you put cheese on them, maybe they're great.
That's what I'm saying. If they're like, here's crickets with trees. No, I would definitely try it. I think I can see that's where the word tang might come into place, where you've got this
on
like
a pie.
Yeah, tart cherry with this tangy yellow cheese.
A cherry pie is already kind of tangy.
Right.
So I feel like you're just adding savory to tangy.
I guess so. I would say it's pointless, but people like it.
Well, the whole point of the commercial was just to get people to buy cheese.
Right.
It's like probably the dairy farmers were like, "We're not selling enough cheese," and the government's like, "We got this. Don't worry about it.
We got it.
We got the Mentos guy."
And they hired the right guy.
Oh man, the way he sings it is so passionate.
It's so passionate. It's amazing. I mean, it really does make you want to eat.
I wish I had half as much passion about life as that guy has about singing that song.
I know.
Oh.
And even and back to the Mentos, it's just we didn't even talk about the Mentos commercials.
So good.
They're so funny but good, and they're so corny. Guys, please, right now,
if
go
you
to
know,
YouTube.
you know.
If you know, you know. But if you need, a refresher, or if you're young enough and have never seen them, you need to just YouTube it. You will not believe that this truly aired on TV.
Do yourself a favor. Look up the Mentos. Do you have one, Amy, that sticks out in your memory that you remember?
Well, the one that definitely comes to mind, and I didn't have time to look it up. I'm sure it's out there because it blew my mind. Okay.
Whoa.
As a young girl, I remember sitting there watching TV with my family. And all of a sudden, do-ah. And it's like the guy, there's always someone in a suit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the guy's walking with his briefcase. And there's somebody else, I think, painting a bench.
No, you're stealing mine.
Yes!
That's the one I was going to say.
That must be then such a good one. So what does he do? He sits on the bench.
Yeah.
And they're like, and then he stands up and he has a black suit on and now he has white lines.
Yep.
So what does he do, Andrew?
He
eats
he pops the Mentos.
Pops the Mentos. We can't forget that.
He can't think of this on his own until he eats the Mentos.
His head is not in the right space.
No one is capable of such intelligence until they eat a Mentos.
Correct.
So he looks at his suit and he's like, "Oh no!" The painter's like, "What have you done?" And he pops the Mentos and he's like, "Got it." He lays down on the bench and now he has a pinstripe suit.
He rolls like a dog or something. He rolls on his back. And amazingly, I mean, out of thin air, it's like he has a perfect pinstripe suit.
It's almost like he had wardrobe that painted on lines
onto
his suit. Almost.
But it was the Mentos.
No, yeah, it was Mentos.
It was the magic of the Mentos. And he was so happy. And the painter was like, "That's amazing."
The painter just goes,
"Wow."
He's like, "Oh boy." And the guy's like, "Ugh," freeze frame with his Mentos.
Big thumbs up. I love it. As I was watching them, everything's just, there's no talking, so everything's very overly expressive, their minds. They're just like, hey, I can't even do it,
It's just
but
the corniest, cheesiest 80s mall
and then
hair.
in the same breath, you watch it, and it's it's cringy, but in a way that just warms your heart.
Oh, it's so innocent.
Yeah.
And just
for sure.
feel good American apple pie with cheese on it. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Oh, there's
Throw me one of those Mentos over there.
Sorry. So there's that one. That was the one I was going to bring up. But then there's another one that comes to mind, but I don't remember all the details. I'll have to watch it again.
Sure. Well, just, tell us from what you remember.
The premise is there's two guys playing football or soccer. I can't remember. They're playing a sport, and they're like in like a big open field, and they're like playing the guy. I think it's maybe soccer. They kick the ball, and it goes flying over a fence, and they're like, "Oh no, how are we going to get back?" And they look over the fence, and there's like a wedding going on.
Oh wow!
And so then like they have to he pops the Mentos, and he gets a bright idea, and I forget exactly. I think he dresses up as a waiter. And he sneaks into the wedding, and then he either gets the football or the soccer ball back, and then like they put it over the fence. And I think the bride sees him and is like, oh, and then he's just like, ugh, with the Mentos freeze frames.
Well, that's kind of a dumb one because anyone could have threw the ball over.
I know.
No, you know what would have been awesome?
I'm forgetting the details. It's probably better than what I remember.
The bride looks over and sees him, and he pops a Mentos, like another one.
And he steals the bride.
And the bride runs off with him. And then they're like, Mentos fresh and full of life. That would be pretty cool.
And the groom is just there going, oh, shucks.
Oh, darn.
He took my wife.
30 grand down the drain and my wife's gone.
Man.
Should have popped the Mentos.
The wife stealer.
That's right.
Oh man!
I mean, it gives you fresh breath. I want to keep eating them.
They're good.
They're addictive.
I have, along with the Mentos.
Yes.
It also reminds me of early YouTube videos.
Okay.
Like E-Bombs World.
Uh-huh.
And I think this was, I can't remember if I saw it on E-Bombs or YouTube. Either way, it was like 15 years ago, and it was a parody of those amazing Mentos commercials.
Okay, yeah. And
the YouTube channel, hold on, I looked it up beforehand because I didn't remember it exactly. Yes. 15 years ago, Ruby Dog 189 posted Mentos, the Fresh Maker. It has 3 million views. And I remember being, probably, I've been like 15, 17.
Yeah.
And seeing this video, I laughed hysterically because... do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. I am one of those 3 million that watched it.
It's so good.
It is so good.
It's basically, it starts off just like do-do-do-do-do-wah, just a generic Mentos commercial that they're making from. You're like, whatever. And it looks like middle school kids or like high school kids. And he's like, wants to talk to a girl. There's like a group of girls, and he's like kind of like shy. And... they like turn him down, and then he pops the Mentos and turns around, and he like walks back up, and you think it's gonna like, and she like turns to look at him, and he just starts beating the crap out of her. It's like,
yes,
like just going crazy on punching this girl.
I hope this kid's successful because that was such a great, brilliant. That type of comedy is just so up my alley.
It doesn't sound like much hearing it from me, but
it was a really simple concept,
for the time,
but it was so funny.
For the time, very funny.
Yeah, it really was.
Good quality YouTube video.
Yes.
Had a lot of Vine energy before Vine even existed.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh.
And if you don't know what Vine is, had a lot of like TikTok reel energy.
Just don't even. If you have to explain Vine to someone, it's like just don't even.
I know.
How do you explain Vine? You can't.
Vine was the best.
It was a phenomenon. You either were in it or you weren't. Yeah.
And now it's gone.
Now we just got TikTok.
We got absorbed.
Well, we didn't. I didn't.
No. But we were doing pretty good on Vine.
Yeah. I had a couple that had thousands of loops.
Yeah, loops.
Yeah. Got some reshares.
Yeah.
Oh, those are the days, Amy.
Those were the days.
Back when we were still cool.
Yeah. We were kind of cool then, but...
No, not really.
No, definitely not. And we're losing it.
Oh, Amy.
I think. Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We're on the journey. That's all that matters.
That's true.
I didn't... who knew that Mentos meant so much to us?
I know. Well, I had the thought in my head the other day. I don't know why. It came up because I'm sure I'm not getting any advertisements for it or anything like
No,
that.
I don't think-
Maybe now I will.
I don't think they have to advertise Mentos anymore.
No,
There's a
they-
whole generation that has that theme stuck in their head.
It's true. You know what? They would do so great with just
Re-airing those commercials.
re-airing those. Oh my gosh. I need to go get a job at Mentos so I can come up with this brilliant
Mentos,
idea.
if you're out there,
Give me money right
whoever's
now.
listening,
So
if you know someone that works for Mentos or whatever parent company owns them, put them in touch with us.
yeah.
Literally buy ad space on YouTube and just literally air the same 80s, 90s commercials.
The same ones.
Don't touch them.
Don't try
Don't
to redo
change
them.
the music or I will find you.
Yeah.
It
please.
has to be the same. Exactly.
Please.
And please, just post them again.
I wonder how much money they dumped into those commercials, because maybe they dumped in so much money that it worked.
It's worth every penny.
It was worth every penny, and now they don't even have to advertise. Like, they're still, because that jingle will live rent-free in my head for the rest of
That's what
my
I'm saying.
gosh darn life.
There's a whole generation of us.
I will be 100 and still
You'll-
singing that song. I will forget everything else in this
Right.
world, but I will remember the Mentos theme song.
Like, literally, there's, a whole group of people where you're in the shower and all of a sudden it just creeps in, little earworm tune, or you're late at night, can't fall asleep, and, like, you just
That-
start singing Mentos.
Yeah, that might just be you, Andrew,
Well.
but that's why you can't sleep at night.
That's why I'm having trouble sleeping. I'm
That's
rocking
why.
out to Mentos.
I know. It's amazing. The
Oh.
commercials, and they're so funny. They're so good.
Let's try and find a way to share them on the Instagram.
Yeah, sure. Maybe Mentos probably, we're always so behind. They probably have an Instagram, and they probably already put those commercials out.
Probably.
We're going to find it, though. We're going to do some investigative
Oh, excuse me.
work and
Oh.
see.
Sorry.
You burping?
Yeah, sorry.
It's a Mentos.
Oh,
Did it come
maybe.
back up minty?
Wait.
What?
I
What?
just had a revelation.
Oh, no.
Mentos has been secretly advertising for over a decade, and we didn't even realize it.
What?
Mentos and Diet Coke,
Oh,
right? Is that what makes it explode?
it is. Yeah. But I don't know who came up with that, unless they came up with that.
Even if they didn't, they're getting free advertisement from all the people who were doing that challenge.
You're so right.
And there's YouTubers buying probably thousands of dollars worth of Mentos, keeping them in business.
It's so true.
Mentos.
Do you think I have a ginger ale right here? Maybe I shouldn't be. It's probably not the same,
No,
obviously, but
No, we're good. All of a sudden,
now
just
I'll-
start shooting ginger ale
Just-
projectile.
I mean, anything to get the views, guys.
yeah, you
No,
know.
I'm just kidding.
Oh man, my brain is like working on this conspiracy theory of
Yeah.
like Mentos, like they're secretly subliminally like advertising. They might be the best at advertising out of any company.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
it's like Coke. They don't have to advertise. Every once in a while, they just put out one commercial.
I thought you meant Coke, the drug, for a second. You're like,
It's like cocaine."
like cocaine. And I'm like, yeah, Mentos is like, and then you're like, no, like Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Coca-Cola.
You're right, though. It's so true. It's so true.
Oh man.
Well, guys, I mean, tell us what you think. Are you guys, do you remember the commercials?
Do you have any fond memories of Mentos? Do you hate Mentos? Has this whole podcast been a complete waste of your time?
You can't hate it. You can't. And if you're feeling down, just play the song. You don't even have to pop the Mentos. You just listen to the song.
It does get
You'll
me going.
get the same,
Yeah.
dopamine just right to the brain.
I just want Mentos to sponsor us. I'll shill for Mentos all
I'm going to
day.
have another one.
That's fine.
Do you
Yeah.
want another one?
No, I'm good.
What? How can you deny the Mentos?
Fine, give me another one.
Have you done the Mentos and Diet Coke?
I've never done that, no.
I don't think I have either. But I remember that was such a big deal
Right.
when you were
yeah.
young. You were like,
What happens if you eat Mentos
That's
and
the
drink
thing.
Diet Coke?
That's the thing. That's what people would say.
Well, I've seen people drop the Mentos into the 2-liter and it just...
And it just crazy explodes. That's what it does to your brain when you when you eat the Mentos. That's what they're trying to convey. They're actually like, no, really, pop the Mentos, and the song comes on. Your life changes. Anyway, I'm just kidding.
I might honestly start my day with the Mentos commercial.
Yeah.
the jingle. Well, Amy, do you have any other thoughts on the Fresh Maker?
No, I really don't.
I think
I'm all out of thoughts.
I think we've talked Mentos up enough.
Yes.
Where's our check?
Yeah, exactly.
But corn dogs, I hope you've enjoyed this trip down memory lane. Please, honestly, I haven't been this excited about a candy or mint in a long time, if ever.
Is it a candy or... Oh, it says chewy mint.
It's a mint.
It's a mint.
It's a Fresh Maker. That's the name of this episode, Fresh Maker.
Oh, I like it.
The Fresh Maker.
The Fresh Maker.
Kind of like the Widow Maker.
Yikes. Wow. That's depressing. Wow.
What?
Really?
What?
You go from like the happiest thing to the saddest thing in the world.
Oh, because it's so, they say the Fresh Maker.
Yeah.
Like, this is the Fresh Maker.
Yeah.
Except no substitutes.
Right. Same with the Widowmaker.
Yeah.
Except no substitutes.
I just want
to chuck this Mentos tube at you.
I'm picturing
for even saying
now.
that.
I'm picturing like a combined commercial between Winchester and Mentos, where like somebody pops a Mentos and just starts shooting people.
What are you talking about?
It's late. I only got 4 hours of sleep last night.
That's very true.
I'm very tired.
That's because you lay in bed and you sing the Mentos song, but
my brain just bounces between Mentos and cheese. The American make American attitude, the cheese.
Yeah.
What?
Make the Mentos, make the American food cheesy.
No. Stop. Give American food a new attitude with cheese.
Woo! All right.
Cut this whole episode. Cut the last 15 minutes out, and this will be the episode.
Absolutely not. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. Please follow us. Our handle is journey.corndog. Tell
On
your
Instagram.
friends. On Instagram, yeah. Tell your friends about us. Come on.
Please.
Share
Share the corn dog.
it.
If
Slap some cheese on that corn dog and hit the share button.
If you've come this far, that means you truly have embraced the corn dog. So why not share that corn dog love with a good friend? Please.
Or 2.
Or 5.
Hey, why not?
More the merrier.
The more the merrier.
Slather yourself with some mustard. Dip it in a vat of ketchup. Take a big bite of yourself. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.